Good evening, everybody. Looks like we have got a little football on tap tonight. We're opening a wide variety of stuff. We have some 2010 Topps Platinum football, some 2015 and 2016 Donruss Signature Series. Those two go together in one break. Some 2016 Black Gold, a half case of 2011 Prime Signatures, and a half case of 2017 Absolute. I had to think about that one a minute. So that's kind of what's on tap tonight. It is roughly in that order. I do generally break in the order that things end on eBay, so that's what we're going to do tonight as well. So let's go ahead and take a look at the first item up, which is one box of 2010 Topps Platinum football. This is break number 1. It's the first time we've broken this particular product. You'll notice a lot of teams in there that say no bids buyback, and those are just orphan teams, got no bids, no forever home. So if anything comes out for one of those teams, it will stay out here with me. Otherwise, if it comes out for one of the teams with one of the bidder names next to it, of course, it will be sent out to you. And this spreadsheet will go up before the start of every break. So if this is not your break, your spreadsheet will go up prior to the beginning of your break. And shipping wise, many of you bid with me often, and you've bid with me a few times throughout this past week, so you know what the situation is, that my grandmother took ill and passed away a couple of days ago, and so as a result I'm a bit behind on my shipping. And of course I've been kind of warning you guys about that, but I still am behind, but the services were today. The funeral was today. Of course, visitation yesterday, but funeral today. And so I should be starting to get us caught up hopefully by midweek. Obviously, I'm a few days behind at this point, so it will take a few days to get caught back up. I will get everything out to you just as soon as I can. I know it is a little bit behind, but sometimes, you know, other things take precedence, and that is the case this week. I'm looking on this box. This says we're going to find 2 rookie autograph refractors and 1 autograph patch relic in every box. So we should be looking for 3 hits in this multitude of packs for Topps Platinum. Oh, Gingerbread Will, thank you very much. I appreciate the sentiment. I appreciate your all's understanding with shipping being a bit behind. I do continue to get messages from people who, you know, they were in the break, they know what the situation is, but they still kind of message you, when are you going to get my item out? And that's kind of frustrating to me, I have to admit. So I appreciate those of you who are understanding and know that sometimes, you know, family and things take precedence over work, and that would be the case this week. So, but we will be back at it full force tomorrow, and hopefully I can get a whole lot done. I did take a couple of days next week where I don't have any breaks listed, which I think is towards the middle or the end of next week, and that should allow me at that point to get us all caught up if I'm not already caught up by that point. So that's the plan anyway. And this is my first time opening 2010 Topps Platinum as well. You guys know I chase after Antonio Brown rookies in these 2010 products, because I do love my Pittsburgh Steelers. Of course, there's a lot of other nice rookies in 2010 as well, including Dez Bryant, and quite a few good rookies in here. So I'm hopeful that we're going to find something worth making all these packs, worth having to sit through opening up all these packs, right? Because there's a lot of packs to open up. And then if we don't get a good hit, we're just going to be like, ugh. So here's hoping that we do. So of course I didn't see any of the games today, but I did read a couple of little headlines right before I went live here, and I noticed that They put Deshaun Watson in. I saw in one headline. They pulled Tom Savage after, I don't know if it said a half or a quarter or what, but I guess fairly soon in the game. So, we'll have to see what he comes up with. And, of course, Deshaun Kaiser already starting for the Browns. And my Steelers did beat them today, so I was happy about that anyway. All right, guys, here we go. There's probably going to be a lot of base in here. We're just going to kind of buzz through the base. And we have a hit right away. And our first hit, which maybe is stuck to another card, yes it is Marty Gilliard for the Rams. That is numbered to 99. It's a refractor, of course. It's a sticker auto. It's actually a fairly nice looking card. I like the card design on that one. And there is a nice little Dez Bryant rookie. We would like to have his signature on there, but we don't have that, but we do have his rookie card, so that's a good start. Sometimes those are still worth a little bit of money. These cards are kind of sticking together, so bear with me, guys. I may have to separate a few of them as we go through when they seem too thick. Oh, so you say Antonio Brown's the only reason we won today? See, again, I didn't see the game or anything. I saw in a headline that that our little rookie, JJ's brother, TJ, that TJ Watt had a good game. I think that brief little synopsis said something. I think he had an interception and a sack or something. I don't know. Again, I was just trying to peruse the headlines before the break since I didn't see any of the games today. And there's a Mike Williams rookie for the Bucks. And said he had a pretty good showing for himself, apparently. So I didn't know that nobody else did anything, I guess, besides Antonio, according to what you're saying there, Gingerbread. There's a James Starks rookie. And this is just a little checklist thingy, insert. Why are all these sticking together like crazy? This is insane. So this is a Ryan Matthews rookie refractor for the Chargers. And I don't, I guess it's much thicker than the rest of the cards, but no signature or anything, but still a nice little hit with the Ryan Matthews rookie refractor. Oh, Robbie, you're telling me that TJ had 7 tackles, 2 sacks, and 1 interception. That's an excellent day for him in that case. That's outstanding. There's a little Tim Tebow rookie for the Broncos. Yeah, I'm pretty excited. A Sam Bradford rookie. Pretty excited about our rookie class this year for the Steelers. They all look to be pretty solid players. Now, some of them may need a little more time to develop than others, but I haven't been this hyped on a Steelers rookie class in a few years, so I'm pretty excited about who we ended up with, and let's just hope we stay on track. Yes, Christopher, I think you probably jumped in after I did the rundown. So we are doing absolute, but there's a few breaks in between. So it'll be a little bit before we get to the absolute, because there are a few breaks in between. Our Monty Edwards for the Panthers, and that one is numbered to 800. And guys, you got to remember back in 2010, I mean, everything was numbered to huge high numbers like that. It wasn't all low numbered stuff like what we find now. And Jermaine Gresham rookie. See, you forget until you start looking through here how many of our rookies are indeed in here. Here's a Derek Morgan refractor numbered to 999. Rookie card for the Titans. I was talking to somebody about Colt McCoy today. Oh, it was my cousin. My cousin was in from Texas, of course. There's Demarius Thomas rookie for the funeral services, and he was talking about Colt McCoy was from somewhere down in Texas near where he's living now. Derek Morgan for the Titans, and that one is numbered to 1,099. Isn't that crazy? 1,099. We sure don't see that these days. And it's apparently stuck to Ben Tate, stuck to the back there of Derek Morgan. So, yeah, I guess Colt McCoy is from, I've already forgotten what Jacoby Ford, what high school he said he played for. But anyway, he was just talking about the general state of high school football in Texas today. Jonathan Dwyer and Armonte. There's I never know if this guy's name is pronounced Sue or Suh, but there's his rookie. Here's Gilliard again. That one in an insert numbered to, I think that says 499. And Mike Kafka. Oh, why are these all stuck together? You know what, though? This is the case, honestly, with a lot of... Hey, there's Gronk. Nice little Gronkowski rookie. That's the case with a lot of these older products, though, I find that the base cards kind of stick together. There's a nice little C.J. Spiller rookie refractor, and it is numbered to 999 for the Buffalo Bills, and apparently has one stuck to the back because it didn't say C.J. Spiller on the back. There we go. Another one of our little checklist inserts. And somebody stuck to the back here. Golden Tate. Jimmy Clausen. This is another one of our refractors in the thick, probably, I don't know, maybe 100 point, I'm guessing, for the Jimmy Clausen rookie. And are you going to tell me, though, really, guys, out of all of the rookie cards in this pack, am I not even going to see one Antonio Brown? It's making me so sad. Here is Ben Tate for the Texans, another one that's, you know, roughly 100 point. Earl Thomas, rookie for the Seahawks. And I'm stuck to somebody. Stuck to Andre Roberts. And I guess we're not. Look at that, man. There were so many rookies in this box and not one Antonio Brown. But there's a Jimmy Graham, so that's nice for the Saints. All right, let me set the base of this aside, guys, and then we will recap our hits out of 2010 Platinum, and then we'll put up the spreadsheet for the next break. So here are our rookie refractors that are not, you know, autographed, but some of them are numbered, not all of them, but that comprised our rookie refractors, and our hits are Marty Gilliard for the Rams. That one is to 99. And, you know, guys, in 2010, 99 was probably about like what 25 is numbered to today. It was kind of hard to hit. Derek Morgan to 1099 for the Titans. And then the Armonte Edwards for the Panthers with the nice little two-color patch and sticker auto numbered to 800. And a little bit of chipping I see back there on the, you know, corners, but not a lot. And, of course, that's true of most of these cards. They have little bits and pieces of stuff like that, and chipping and edge wear and things of that nature. Andrew, it is Donruss Signature that we're getting ready to do next. So let me get our spreadsheet up for that. And this is one box of 2015, one box of 2016 Donruss Signature Series football. This is break number 4, which means it's the 4th time we have broken that particular product. And, of course, our end date tonight, the 10th, and our live stream schedule also the 10th. And once again, you will see team names on one side and the winning bidders across from it. And for those of you who joined late, there was a death in the family this week. I am behind on shipping, so I cannot give you an exact date when this will ship out. I will get it to you as soon as I can, but I am already a few days behind due to that. So, you know, it's going to take a little longer than normal. Well, if we can get these out of there, we'll be doing all right. And, of course, you guys know on this Donruss Signature Series, everything in here is a hit. There are no non-hits in Donruss Signature Series, so that That is always a good thing. No fillers, just the meat, so to speak. The good stuff. So first out for the Bears, Mike Ditka. Wow, guys, that is a nice, that's a nice hit right off the top there, isn't it? With a little Mike Ditka. I don't really see his autograph too often, so I think that's a fun little hit there for the Bears. And there is Tom Savage, the man who apparently had to sit down today for Deshaun Watson to have a go at things. But there is Mr. Tom Savage for the Texans next out. That brings us to the Bills and Bruce Brown. All of these are sticker autos. You guys can probably tell that. You can see that on there. But just in case you couldn't, they are sticker autos. And then David Cobb for the Titans with material and signature. That was the 2015 box. Here we go with the 2016 box. I do see a redemption in there. Dexter Manley first up for the Redskins. And the Redskins with back-to-back hits because here comes Preston Smith. So Redskins are having a little fun in this break. We're going to set our redemption aside for a minute. Steve Atwater for the Broncos. This is the Elusive Ink series. So again, folks that don't sign a whole lot. And so there's a nice little hit for the Denver Broncos. And our redemption is Mark, what does that say? Schlereth or something like that. You guys know I always butcher the names. I am going to go to the checklist to verify that one. And really, even if I did know who it was, I would still go to the checklist to verify it because that's just what I do on redemptions. So hold tight there for a minute while I pull this up and check it out. And if some of you may not know this, I think most people probably do, but there could be some that don't. And if you don't know, the checklist is on the Panini website for pretty much all their products. The Topps website has their checklist for a few years, but not all the years. That is Signature Series Hollow Gold. But the Panini one has almost all of them. All right, and it was card number, 29. So it's going to be very low numbered. It is for the Broncos, and it's numbered to 5, according to the checklist. So the Broncos, with a nice low-numbered hit to 5. All right, let's review our hits here out of the box of 2015 and the box of 2016 Donruss Signature Series. We have the redemption headed to the Broncos. It will be numbered to 5. It is not yet expired, so you should be good there. And then that is followed by the Steve Atwater, also for the Broncos. Then the Redskins with a pair of hits. Preston Smith and Dexter Manley. David Cobb for the Titans. We're in the 2015 box, starting with the David Cobb. Nice little Mike Ditka for the Chicago Bears. Bruce Brown or Bryce, I'm sorry. Did I say Bruce? I think I did. Bryce Brown for the Bills. And then Tom Savage for the Texans. And again, guys, a few of those had some minor chipping and edge and corner issues. I'm sure you I think most of the time those show up on camera. Maybe not all of them when they're really small, but I think the majority of them do. I kind of try to point it out if I see it, but sometimes I myself don't even notice it until later if it's very minor. That is going to bring us to 5 boxes of 2011 Panini Prime Signatures Football. This is a half case break. It is break number 35, so it's the 35th time that we have broken 2011 Prime Signatures. And if anybody in chat wants to jump in and say right side or left side, we can, there aren't specific case hits in this, so I don't mind just going right side, left side, if somebody wants to jump in and be the one to take the responsibility for that. Now, if you don't want that on your shoulders, you don't want everybody coming after you if it's a bad pull or a bad decision, then you just let me know and I'll take them all out and number them, and we'll, let random decide, which is what we do on a lot of our cases anyway, especially those that have case hits. Oh, hi, Eric. How are you? I know you've got your Denver Broncos in here. All right, so no one's going to jump in here, I don't guess, and say right or left, so I will just go ahead and take them all out. We will number all 10 of them, and then we'll put that through. Oh, man, I always forget how tightly they're wedged in there. Then we'll put that through random.org and let random decide which 5 we open tonight versus which 5 we open the next time. That is assuming, there we go, now they're coming out. Those last 2 were not wanting to come out of that box, I tell you. But that's a good thing. You don't want them rolling around in there. Cause another set of problems. Well, it's hard to write on these, that little silly little side seam there, but it's good enough that we know what we're doing anyway. I like your optimism, Eric. So you think we're going to pull you something good tonight? I certainly hope that we do. I'm going to do my best. All right, so we are opening boxes 9, 6, 4, 5, and 2, which I will never ever remember. So I'm going to find something to write on. 9. This will work, maybe. 9, 6, 4, 5, 2. All right. There. Oh, I forgot to switch you back, didn't I? I saw what I needed to see, but I forgot to switch your view. All right, so 9 and 6 out of this stack. And 2, 4, and 5 out of here. There's 2. And there's 4 and 5. Okay, so that's our 5 for tonight. The other 5 will be the next break. And honestly, guys, I don't know if I have the next break listed or not. Obviously, this week's been, not a normal, ordinary week. And so I've kind of lost track of what is listed, what isn't. Sometimes I have things scheduled to start. I did go in and just turn everything off, though. Last night, I guess it was, I don't know, so that there would be a day or two where nothing was listed and give me a chance to get caught up on the shipping. Oh, I know, Eric, I'm surprised that you did not have the Broncos in that last break. I mean, you normally in the signature series, even though that was Donruss signature, but yeah, normally I do see you with the Broncos in the signature series breaks. And then you're right, we did pull 2 of them out of there, so maybe we'll make up for it here, right? Maybe we'll find you something good in here too. Hopefully, anyway. Now, we may find some redemptions in here, guys. It's very common for us to pull redemptions in 2011 Prime signatures. And if we do, they are going to be expired, but Panini will still honor them. But here's kind of the catch. You redeem it like you would normally redeem any valid, non-expired redemption card. And if they have the card on hand, they generally will send it out to you in a few weeks. If you go, I don't know, maybe 6 or 8 weeks, and you haven't gotten any card from them, and the redemption's just kind of sitting in there, then at that point, it's usually best to try and contact them because they probably don't have the card, and they will usually work with you to find a replacement. Sometimes it is the same player, just out of a different card series. Sometimes it's an entirely different player, but they'll ask you, favorite teams, favorite players, etc. And then they usually try to give you something that's comparable in value. So that's kind of how it works. Franco Harris to $4.99 for my Pittsburgh Steelers. Jared Allen to $4.99 for the Vikes. Darren McFadden to $99 for the Raiders. And our first hit, Mason Foster to $1.99 for the Bucks. And of course, you guys know by now, all of the base cards in here are going to be numbered, so there are no unnumbered cards in Prime Signatures. A little Chris Cooley to $4.99 for the Redskins. Mike Tolbert, $4.99 for the Chargers. Warren Sapp to $99 for the Bucks. And Ricky Stanzi to $1.99 for the Chiefs. I think that may be the first time we've pulled Ricky Stanzi, like ever, in all the boxes that we've opened. Troy Polamalu, miss that guy, to $4.99 for my Steelers. Dan Marino to $4.99 for the Dolphins. John Brody to $99 for the 49ers. And Luke Stocker to $49 for the Bucks. So the Bucks with a pair of hits in here already. Vernon Davis to $4.99 for the Niners. Romo to $4.99 for the Cowboys. Charlie Taylor to $4.99 for the Skins. And little Jake Locker to $1.99 for the Titans. And that one is an on-card auto. And generally, the on-card autos in here for our rookies are the rookies that were in the at the rookie premiere. So, hey, Stang Lover, I didn't see you on there. So you got the Jets in here? Well, this is our last pack. We got to try to conjure a Jet for you and a Bronco for Eric. So I don't know about that. We're going to have to really work the mojo. Jim Plunkett to $4.99 for the Raiders. Michael Turner to $4.99 for the Falcons. Chad Ochocinco for the Patriots. And I think that is numbered to 49. And then Kevin Walter to $49 for the Texans. So let me set our base aside and we will buzz through and recap our hits here out of 2011 Prime Sigs. So the Texans with one. The Titans with Jake Locker. Luke Stocker for the Bucks. Ricky Stanzi for the Chiefs. And Mason Foster also for the Bucks. So that is 2011 Prime Signatures, which is going to bring us down the road to 2016 Black Gold. And hi, Raylyn, how are you? So let's bring up the spreadsheet and take a look here at 2016 Black Gold. And this is break number 9, so the 9th time we have busted into this, at least the 9th time that we busted into it as a standalone product anyway. So you'll notice the first 2 teams on there that say no bids buyback. Those are just orphan teams, no forever home for them. So anything comes out for those first 2 teams, it'll stay here with me. Anything that comes out for any of the other teams with a username across from it, of course, we'll send it out to you. Eric, I don't really know when the other half of that, I don't even know if the other half of that is already listed. Honestly, you know, this has been such a week of upheaval. I don't know what is listed and what isn't. I don't know what's scheduled and what isn't. I have to take stock of all that somewhere along the way here in the next few days. So, honestly, I am not sure, man. I will tell you, if you go to one of my eBay listings, any one of them should work. And if you pull it up, you know, over on the right-hand side where it gives you the username, you know, where it says Fleaburger, somewhere down below that, there'll be a little link that says See Seller's Other Items. And if you click on that, once it brings up my list of items, I'm pretty sure that you can search just within my auctions once you're on that page. So you could type in, you know, Prime Signatures or whatever, and it should bring it up. And I honestly, I don't know if it's listed already or not. And I know that's awful, but, you know, it has been, it's just been one of those weeks, guys, and I'm not sure what is listed and what isn't. Jared Goff is first out. That one is to 100, I think that said, for the Rams. Next up, a little Ray Lewis to 225 for the Ravens. Tony Romo coming out for the Cowboys. Little materials hit numbered 249. And I'm going to assume that this is probably, yeah, that is game used. So a little game used Tony Romo material for the Cowboys. Jalen Ramsey. And you guys will see there's definitely some little white down there and up at the top, all across the top actually, edges and corners. So again, with some chipping and little odds and ends issues there. This is to 225, Jalen Ramsey, signature for the Jags. Joe Namath for the Jets. And once again, we see some little white areas on this. So we've got some chipping and things again. And this, of course, the Hall of Fame symbols. It's numbered 225 for the Jets with the Joe Namath. Yes, Eric, thank you. I appreciate that, man. Thank you very much. Marshall Faulk for the Colts to 225. Deion Sanders to 225 for the Falcons. Oh, boy. This is what somebody's after. How about a little Ezekiel Elliott for the Cowboys? Do you think it's going to be signed? Is it just material? Is it both? What do we have? Material. Okay, well, I don't think you're going to be sad to hit Zeke's rookie materials hit regardless. That one is to 199. Moritz Boringer for the Vikings. Poor kid got cut last year and got cut again this year, but maybe one of these days. I don't know if he's on their practice squad or not, but he didn't make the final roster cut last year or this. This is number 22 of 99. You do have a nice little two-color patch. That is an on-card auto. And, Moritz might make it yet, so don't give up on him yet. Then there is Cody Kessler for the Browns. And that is numbered to 249. And they were kind of stingy. We just have 3 pieces of brown material. No white, no orange, just brown. What is that? The Ramsey. What are you saying to me, Brian? You want the... Oh, you had the... you have the Jags in this break, I think is what you're saying. Yes? I'm thinking. I think that's what you're saying. Dodge NT8. Thank you. I appreciate you hanging out with me and breaking with me. I hope I'll see you again on another one. We do break a fair amount of 2016 Black Gold. So this is Joe Namath, 225 Hall of Fame symbols. And again, we do have some issues on the edges and corners. You guys can see it often with the little white spots there. We have the materials hit for Zeke for the boys. And then the materials hit for Tony Romo to 49, also for the boys. The Cody Kessler to 249, I believe that was. And Moritz to 99 for the Vikes. And then the Jalen Ramsey to 225 for the Jags. And again, you can see on that one, especially kind of that top edge and corners, a little bit down here, but quite a bit more white showing up there. And whatever they do to these cards before they get them in the pack, they don't always come out in the prettiest shape possible, but I guess that's what makes one that's graded to 10 so special, right? Because they're so hard to get. So this is our half case of Absolute that I'm setting up here right now. And this was a brand new case when we started it the other day, of course. So we did it the same way that we did Prime Signatures. When I first opened the case, I took everything out. We numbered the boxes. And then random.org decided which ones we opened in break number 1. And then the remainder of them, of course, we're opening tonight in break number 2. So this is 5 boxes of 2017 Panini Absolute Football. This is half case break number 2. This just came out on Wednesday. And let's take a look, see who has what in here. I have a couple more cases of this. I know at least one more will be broken as a half and a half. And then probably the case after that we'll probably do as a full case of 10 in one break. I know we've got Spectra football that comes out on Wednesday. I definitely do not have that listed yet, so look for that to go up sometime here soon. And what else comes out next week? I think Heritage High Number Baseball, which also I know I don't have listed, so I'm going to have my work cut out for me between the catching up on shipping and then catching up on listing. And I guess the good news is that means we'll have a lot of fun stuff to open in the days ahead. We got to get all the little mini boxes out, and then once we get all the little minis out, yeah, then we have to take the packs out of the minis. So they don't, you know, they don't really do us any favors the way this thing is packaged, but that's how it goes. Well, Ray, I don't know. Maybe you need to turn up the volume. I don't know. Is anyone else having trouble with the audio portion? I mean, obviously, if I'm rattling things around, I know that you're going to hear things rattling around. But in general, is anyone other than Raylan having problems with the audio portion of things this evening? I, of course, have to keep the volume turned down here because otherwise it would echo, not just for me, but for you as well. So I can't have the volume up. I can look at the stream on the second device, but not with the volume on. Not unless we all want to be in an echo chamber anyway. So as you can see, it's going to take a couple minutes here to get all of these packs out of these mini boxes because they just like to torture us really with all the extra packaging. Kill about an extra 1,000 trees for the 900 cardboard boxes we use. Well, we didn't use them, but you know what I mean. Panini used them. You got the general gist of what I was saying there, I think. Of course, I know why they do this. It's so the retail stores can sell the, mini boxes out of these because, these are what, 100 and something, I don't know, $120 a box or something like that. So I guess there's probably a lot of people that wouldn't walk into the hobby shop and buy the $120 box, but they might pay $40 for one of the mini boxes. So I'm assuming that's why they package them this way. But wouldn't it be nice if they had a way that they packaged it for retail and then a way that they packaged it if you knew you were going to break it, and then it could just be like, bam, open one box and one pack and off to the races. But no such luck. Oh, I just picked something up off the floor with that box, I think. That's always nice. A little extra surprise there. Piece of, I don't even know what that was. Probably something the cat managed to drag up here. When I'm not home, sometimes the kitties drag their toys and things all around the house. Of course, I've been gone a lot this week, so I've found toys in the bed and toys in the bathroom, and they're just dragging their toys everywhere. Just when we think we're done, there's all these packs left to open. All right, let's stop and take a look. Then we'll open some more packs. I'm ready to look and see what we're finding. We're going to have all kinds of numbered stuff in here. A lot of it will be kind of high numbered, but Anything that's a low numbered insert I'll call out, but obviously you guys can see if it's numbered when it is. First hit is Corey Davis to 99 for the Titans, and all three of those pieces of material are really quite nice. So 3 very good materials hits, and of course the sticker auto and numbered to 99. And this was numbered to 100. And here's our next hit right behind it with Haason Reddick. And Haason here is to 325 for the Cardinals. And then that one is unnumbered. We're going to find a bunch of these little rookie blitz advertising cards on the back side as a little 18% off NFL shop. So if anybody wants a code for 18% off at the NFL shop, send me a message. I'll type one up for you. Of course, everything's way more than 18% overpriced to begin with. But anyway, this is to $4.99 Haason Reddick insert. We have, oh, wow, guys, that's a nice one. Bob Lilly, Hall of Famer, of course, for the Cowboys. That is numbered to 99. Sticker auto and piece of material, which, let's see if that's game used. Should say on here somewhere. Yeah, game worn material. So, you know, that one's been around for a while because Bob Lilly, oh, wow. So, nice hit for the Cowboys. A little bit of chipping and things down here, bottom edge and corners, but overall, nice looking card. Deshaun Kaiser to 25 for the Browns. Nice 2-color patch and a big piece of material on that one. And let's go ahead and get these pulled up to the front. Brandon Cooks, Delaney Walker, Calvin Johnson to, I think that says 499 for the Lions. And a little Davis Webb for the Giants to 99. This patch on the far side is very nice 2-color. And of course you've got a piece of the football there in the middle. That is a sticker auto. And then you've got the red material over there. Once again, I see a little few areas of white on edges and corners, so a little bit of chipping. And Matt Stafford is to 25 for the Lions. Another little advertising deal there. Well, I just made a mess of that one, didn't I? I don't know what kind of, I don't know where my head went on that one. Eddie George to $4.99 for the Titans. Marks of Fame. Hey, how about a little Fred Dean for the Niners? That is a sticker auto, and it is numbered to, what is that numbered to? Good grief. If I would not hold it upside down, that'd be helpful. That is 60 of 99. And for the Niners. And the materials hit for the Chiefs with a little Tyreek Hill to 175. Oh, that looks, you know what? We're going to save that one for a minute. I know, you hate it when I do that, right? Because you know that I'm thinking there's something good in there, and then I'm just going to make you wait for it. That's just not nice, is it? And I might be wrong anyway. I'm not 100% sure if it is what I think it is or not, but I'm going to leave it in there in case it is. We're going to save it. Save it up. Now, let's open up one more pack here. All right. Bills, Reuben Foster, and the Browns are having a nice little break here because here you go again with Deshaun. This one is to 149, 2 pieces of material and a piece of the football in the middle. And then Brian Urlacher to 25 for the Bears. And Haason Reddick again to 325. So Cardinals, you're loading up on Haason Reddick. Let's hope he has a good year, and then you'll maybe be able to cash in a little of those, huh? This is to $4.99 for the boys with Emmitt Smith. And Ray Guy for the Raiders to 99. Pulling a lot of nice veteran hits out of Absolute this year. Pulled a bunch of really nice Steelers the other night as well. This is Antonio Gates, of course, for the Chargers. There's a little bit of chipping again, particularly this lower right corner. And that is, did I say it was numbered to 99? If I didn't, it is. Materials hit for Antonio Gates. And Demarius and LaShawn McCoy are little. Similarly, if anyone has kids and you want one of those Panini Kid Reporter code things to enter that contest, send me a message and I'll happily type one out for you. Tajay Sharp for the Titans, and that is numbered to 25. It is 23 of 25, sticker auto as well. And again, you know, most of these guys, you're going to see some that kind of little chipping and stuff, edges and corners. So team tandems, this is numbered to 25. You've got Jared Goff on one side and Todd Gurley on the other. Both dual color patches, so that is nice. And that's, overall, it's a pretty nice little card. Very thick, too, as you can see. So probably too thick. The problem is, you know, you can get top loaders now that'll hold a much thicker card like that. But you can't get a sleeve that will go on them. And, of course, you can't put it in the top loader without the sleeve. So they need to kind of, you know, make us some super thick sleeves as well, and then we'll be all set. Evan Ingram on the rookie roundup for the Giants. Marks of fame for the Broncos. Broncos have hit a bunch of stuff tonight. Not in this break, but overall for the night. This is to 99 on the Floyd Little. And the Dolphins. Is that my friend Jay Ajayi? Yes, it is. And that is numbered to 99, 2 pieces of material and a piece of the football. And for those of you who don't break with me often, the reason I say my friend Jay Ajayi is because out of 2015 stuff, I just pull that guy like crazy. It seems like, you know, half of the time, more than half the time, it just seems like I always pull him out of 2015 products. I pull him a lot. Of course, you know, really, the Dolphins don't have as many. Some teams have a lot of players that you pull often. Some teams, they just don't have as many players in general, and so that have autograph and memorabilia hits. So it seems probably like you pull the same player more often than you do. Does it make sense? I mean, like I know what I'm thinking, but I may not be spitting it out where it makes sense to you. I don't know. All right, there is Drew Brees and Greg Olsen, Dan Fouts to 499, and rookie reflex for the Cowboys, Ryan Switzer probably, to 400, I think that says, for the Cowboys. And then we have a little air raid, Paxton Lynch. That's a nice looking patch, and it is numbered to 25. Charles Harris is numbered to 499. Our rookie hit in here is Trubisky. How about you, Bears? You're happy now, aren't you? This is to 149. And again, 2 pieces of material, piece of ball in the middle. So there is your Mitch Trubisky you're looking for, Bears. Johnny Unitas to 100. And Robert Woods and Matt Stafford. Well, I just made a mess of that. Kid Reporter card. Fantasy Flashback, Fred Taylor for the Jags. Roberto Aguayo to numbered to 99 for the Buccaneers. For the Packers, Devontae Adams. Oh, I love that piece of the patch. That's a really nice one over there. That is numbered to 25. And Carson Wentz and Julian Edelman. That is to $4.99 on the Jamal Adams. Our rookie premier is D'Onta Foreman. This is to $99. Again, you know, you guys know it's a piece of ball in the middle, 2 pieces of fabric on either side of it. For the Texans, and I don't know if that's I can't tell if that little piece of white right there is a chipped area or if that's part of the card design, but there is a little piece of white showing up there in a place where I'm not sure it's supposed to be. Donnell Pumphrey to 100 for the Eagles. Little Phillip Rivers and Matt Stafford again. Another one of our advertising cards there. And there's Zeke and Kirk Cousins. There is Smith to $4.99 for the Titans. Our hit is for the Lions. It's numbered to 25, Chris Spielman. Another nice, I don't know, is he in the Hall of Fame yet? I don't know if he is or not, but nice little hit there for the Lions. For the Falcons, Julio Jones, $2.99. And that is probably, that just says player worn, doesn't say game worn, but all right, let's see if I can manage to not make a mess of this. Get the advertising card out of there. J.J. Watt, Zeke, a little Joe Flacco kickoff insert for the Ravens. Laquan Treadwell to, I think that says, yeah, 99 for the Vikings. A little Dalvin Cook, $2.99 for the Vikings. And maybe this, okay, this isn't, I guess, what I thought it was going to be. There for a minute, I thought this is the pack I set aside earlier because I thought we had something that, as it turns out, it's going to be not what we have. But for a second, I thought it was something else. Clay Matthews, Delaney Walker. A little Juju Smith-Schuster for my Steelers on the insert. Tools of the Trade to 49, Corey Coleman for the Browns. Again, with some chipping and things. And then Blake Bortles for the Jags to 99. And you guys know when I see Jags, I was hoping, of course, that we were going to have Leonard Fournette for you. But what we have is Blake Bortles. So, all right, we will recap our hits out of this half of Absolute. And again, for anyone who tuned in late, shipping on this is going to be later than normal due to the the death in the family earlier this week. So I'm a bit behind on all of my shipping, and I will get it to you as quickly as I can, but it is going to be a little later than normal. These are just our numbered cards and our inserts. I'm just flipping through them again in case someone wanted to take a second look. And then we will buzz through and look at our signature and materials hits. And of course, if anybody wants anything in a one-touch ever, just send me a message on eBay. I'm always glad to do that, just at whatever my cost is, plus the cost that, PayPal charges to receive the money. So those two things added together, unless it's some kind of a strange size case, normally it ends up being right around $3 or so for a one-touch by the time you add the PayPal fees and pay for the case. But I've got most of the sizes on hand here, and if there's something I didn't have, probably the hobby store would probably have it or could get it for me. So I guess that's probably the only rookie premiere that we pulled tonight that didn't have a piece of the football in the middle. That one was all 3 pieces of material. I just noticed that. All the others had the football in the middle. That nice little patch for the Packers. And then our dual hit there for the Rams, and that wraps up Absolute for tonight, and that's also the last product we have for tonight. So that wraps up Absolute and the break. So as always, I thank everyone very much for bidding with me, breaking with me, chatting, keeping me company, all that fun stuff. Look for me to get this stuff out, hopefully, by the end of the week, guys, but just know I'm getting to it as quickly as I can. So that's kind of the situation from here, and I guess probably tomorrow night sometime look for some new listings to start going up. So hopefully we'll get back on track here in a few days. So thank you very much. I hope you have a great week up ahead, and we'll see you soon.